Hello dear friends, I'm going to make you Christmas cookies, which are double cookies with jam in between, so remind yourself. I'm going to put in 170 grams of butter, which is at room temperature, a little bit of salt, a little bit of vanilla extract, and then we'll put 100 grams of very fine sugar in. I'm going to mix it. A beautiful homogeneous dough batter. And then it looks a little bit like this. And then make sure you have clean hands, because the next step we will knead by hand. And it will be about 20 to 225 grams of normal flour. You could also use a plastic bag, but it is very nice if you can just flatten it down a little bit. That makes it easier when you will work with it an hour later. And this we'll put in the fridge for at least an hour, but you can also make it a day in advance, so it will be ready when you want to use it. Here I have the dough, which is tough because it comes from the fridge. And what I do is I put another one over it, and then I'm going to try and make it a little bit more flat. So you make 2 cookies, and 1 cookie is whole. Been doing this, it will really glue to your baking paper. So what I do is I make it loose, I turn it around, also take it loose, and then I start again. And that's, I've worked for years with marzipan, and I did the same with marzipan. So this is a very good trick. I have preheat the oven to 180 conventional, and it's always very important if you're going to bake, you bake on cold baking tray, because if you put it on a hot baking tray, the butter will start to melt immediately and the cookie will be ruined. My baking tray is very hot. I'm telling you, you should use cold one, so I have to wait. It will get cold because I'm going to put the cookies in the freezer for 10 minutes, so they will stay whole when you get them out of the oven. So this is what you do. And you can just use a glass if you haven't got this thing, and then you have maybe these very little cookie dough cutters. You could also use these, of course, but they should be very small. And then later on you just put a little bit of raspberry jam in between, and you put this one on top. Look how beautiful they have become. So you put a little bit of this gorgeous raspberry jam on, and you have a gorgeous Christmas cookie.